One of the things that I've seen a lot lately is usually parents who use the argument of, well, you're just not as autistic as my kid, or your child is just not as autistic as my child, to attempt to shut down any sort of argument, usually that is being made by autistic adults for the protections of autistic children, or for the rights of autistic people, for protections for their dignity, for why they should be treated as fully human and deserving of the same respect that we should give to everybody. Because I don't think that my kids are broken, because I don't think that they need to be cured. More and more, I've had that thrown at me, that it must be that our girls are so high functioning that I just don't understand the plight of parents who have kids who are really autistic. Come here. Come with me. Tessie, come on. Good job coming here. Good job. Hey, let's take Maggie's harness off.
I'll take it off till it's set.
Okay. Here, I'm gonna get the sprinkles off your mouth.
I am about to tear this computer apart.
Make a copy.
Make a copy.
And so I just can't get it. I just must not have a child who is truly, truly on that end of the autism spectrum. And I hate these functioning labels, but I'm trying to explain the argument. One of the reasons that Sadie wanted a diagnosis, advocated for a diagnosis, came to me and told me that she would pay for her own evaluation. She's 11, so I mean, this would be her saving her allowance. Went to her own doctor and asked for an evaluation, was because, number one, she had watched enough videos about autism that she was pretty sure that she was also on the spectrum, that she was also autistic, but because she felt that she would better be able to advocate for her sisters. And she knew that she verbally had more of a voice, and she thought that she would be listened to more than her two sisters are, at least at this point in time, because they verbally don't have a voice that can really be understood by most people. When Sadie told me why she wanted to be evaluated, those were the reasons she gave, which was pretty amazing to hear from my 11-year-old. In so many ways, she can seem younger than she is, and in so many ways, she can seem so much older than she is. Really, she amazes me constantly. Every time. One of the reasons that I love doing the interviews that I do with her, like the interview that I did the other day, is because she always surprises me, and I love hearing her responses, especially when she is so passionate. But I warned her. I warned her when she said that, when she said that she wanted to speak out and that she felt that she would be better able to speak out for her sisters if she got this diagnosis, that she was already telling me. She was already telling me, I know that I'm autistic. I told her that my concern was that there would be people who would tell her, well, you're not actually autistic enough to have an opinion. You're not affected enough to have an opinion about these things. That is her. I know that that's something that she is going to face over and over, but especially since she has gotten that diagnosis, I have heard those comments more and more, because people come to my vlog and they see her flapping and they see her stimming, and they don't maybe realize that we have 3 girls who are autistic, and that there's Tessie, who basically has no words that she uses in day-to-day life, except maybe occasionally mama. She's 3. And when she was evaluated, basically each time she was evaluated, she was scoring in the 0 to 6 month range, at 12 months, at 18 months, at 24 months. There's Maggie, who's eloped and been brought back by the police, and who is brilliant and wonderful, and who I absolutely adore, but who I'm not going to pretend has an easy time making her way through this world that is designed for neurotypical people, and not people with her sensory challenges, not people with her communicative challenges. I'm not going to pretend that it is easy for her in her day-to-day life. Then there's Sadie, who is really verbal, but who has been bullied more than any person that I've met, and it has turned her into this person that has this voice and is an amazing advocate for herself and her sisters, who says what she thinks and who stands up for people. But the road from when she first started school and was punched in the face and spit on and shoved in the mud and surrounded by boys, and what we went through to get here was hard. It was hard as a mom to watch it. I can't imagine what it was like for her, because it wasn't what I expected parenting to be like, that probably more than anything else. I guess it really bothers me because what I'm not gonna do is, I don't think that autistic people, I don't think that parents like me should have to, and I'm not going to, say like, oh yeah, my kid has this and this and this and this challenge, to validate an opinion. I'm not gonna do that. It's ridiculous. It's not a competition. I can say, no, my child's neurodiversity doesn't need to be cured. It is a valuable part of the human experience. And yes, it's complete with challenges and bad days and good days. And we've had bad months and we've had good months. And it's not always perfect, but I really wish we could put an end to this. Well, my kid's more autistic than yours and that's why you don't understand, because it's ridiculous. Or my kid's more autistic than you because you can type at a keyboard on the internet even though I've never met you before, because that's ridiculous too. You don't know that that person that's typing on the other end of that keyboard is verbal. You don't know how they get through their everyday life. You don't know how affected they are. You don't know what their challenges are, and you have no idea. They might be exactly like your kid and you are insulting them. They might have answers for you that could help your child. I am so thankful for the autistic people that watch our channel and that comment on our channel. I know that they are so incredibly valuable for the future of our girls, and those are the comments that I read to Sadie, and especially when she was diagnosed, those are the comments that I tell Sadie about, because those build her up so much. When we get comments from actually autistic people, people whose neurology is similar to hers, who understand her, and those comments make me smile so much. Comments from people who say they see themselves in Sadie, or they've gone through the same thing. That sort of support is so important, and as a parent, that was why I was so happy. That was why I was making cupcakes, or did I get cupcakes? That was why I was buying cupcakes and celebrating and having her blow out the candles when she was diagnosed, because I know it can be really hard to feel different, and I know that having a name, having a reason, knowing that you aren't the only one, knowing that you aren't alone, can be huge. It can be life-changing. I don't want her going through her whole life feeling weird, as she said the other day. And I'm thankful that she thinks of weird as a gift, as a good thing, as a strength. But I want her to know that she's not alone. Because I remember going through college thinking every day that my brain was totally different than everybody else in all my classes, and wondering if anybody in the world thought the way that I thought. And so I'm glad that at 11 she's figuring out that there are people out there that think the same way that she thinks, and that Maggie and Tessie are always going to have that too. But going back to the actual point of this video, it's not a competition. We shouldn't be arguing with each other when the point is your child is valuable. Your child's life has value exactly as it is, exactly as they are. These are adults who are often pleading, please don't try strange experimental cures that could put your child's health at risk. Please let them be the person that they are. Encourage them to be the person that they are, and let them surprise you. That is it for today. If you like this video, we'd love it if you'd give it a thumbs up. And if you're interested in all things autism, we'd love it if you'd hit subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.